Hey guys! If you've been following my other videos on this channel, you'll have seen I've been making Miniverse miniatures. Here in the UK, it has been incredibly hard to find the Halloween ones. The only place selling them anywhere in the UK that I've been looking for at least the last 2 months for is Amazon. Unfortunately, that means you can't pick them up in person and everyone is getting a lot of doubles. As for the Christmas ones, those are easy to get. Not only are they that easy to get, I already have them. They will be my first video in December. So don't forget to hit the bell, like and subscribe, comment and share, and check out those videos in a couple weeks. But back to Halloween. As I said, everyone's getting lots of doubles for those. So I'm going to make my own version of the Halloween balls. So as you can see, I hope I have everything here, otherwise I'm going to have to go get it. But these are UV resin molds from Sophie and Toffee, which is also where the resin is from. These are to make the cup. I have two different kinds of cups here. I have one that is more like a boba tea kind of cup and a normal takeaway coffee cup. I also have the clay to make the pumpkin pie. I have this clay to make the apples. These will be our apple sticks. I have resin. I have some eyeshadows to colour whatever needs colouring. I have these to put the resin in for dipping our apples. Whether I might see if I've got any sprinkles or something to put on them that is Halloweenish. Cornstarch, just to keep everything from sticking. Obviously I have tools to help texture the pie tin, case, pastry. Rolling pin to roll it out, obviously. Cutter for the shape. These are for dusting on the pastels and brushing off the cornstarch. This is going to be my pie tin. Possibly. I don't know yet. But it is the perfect size for a pumpkin pie for a doll. And obviously I have my cutter, which is slightly bigger than that, but just perfect. Let's begin. So I'm going to start by making the cup for our Halloween drink, which I'm actually going to do off screen because these are a little tricky. So I will be right back with that. Let's see how it goes. So off camera I have made a itty bitty cup. We have a teeny tiny lid, if you can see that, I hope. I've got this extra piece that goes under the lid to the cup. And we've made a itty bitty straw. So now we have our cup. Now we just have to fill it. Here. Put fill this about 3/4 of the way with some clear resin, and I'm just going to take some of this orange Daydream and a tiny bit of a hand, scrape it straight in, or at least attempt to scrape it in. Well, yeah, that won't work. Oh, this is where I make a mess. I did get some of it in there. Now I'm just going to give it a mix. I'm probably going to need a fair bit more orange. I should have used the other end of the stick. Yeah, I'm going to need some more. I'm just going to scrape off as much of that as I can. This time I'm going to use my sharp pointed tool. So at least with this I can actually pick it up. Hopefully that is enough. Now let's give it another mix. I'm going to try to scrape the sides as I go. Let's give it a really good stir up and try to get right into the sides at the bottom. And we have a nice orangey colour. Now it's quite a dark orange already, so I'm not going to need a lot of brown. I'll use just the tiniest touch just to try and need a tiny bit darker. And repeat. I'm actually doing it this way with the eyeshadow. It gives me those little specks you tend to get, which is good to know for our pumpkin pie. Let's take our straw and put the nice end through the hole, because it isn't exactly the nicest. It isn't my best try, but okay. Now let's get that under our lamp. Okay. Now we have a little pumpkin drink. Now I just need to put on the lid. I'm just going to take this. I'm going to get my toothpick again. And I'm just going to take, or attempt, to get just a drop out. I'm just going to put it around the edge. Stick all it on. Try to get it right to the edge so the lid definitely sticks. Okay. And then we just pop all it on. I'm just going to hold that for a second. Our little drink is ready. I know it's not perfect. I know it doesn't exactly look completely right, but we have our drink. It's a little lopsided. I think he's cute. Let's do the apples first. That's going to be easy. All I need is some green clay. I do have to cut these sticks down. I'm just going to cut the points off, cut them in half. Simple as that. Stick it in the top. So, for our apples, I'm using Primo Sculpey. It is in green 5323. And I'm just going to, I have warmed this up. I was going to say I don't have my tissue blades that I usually use, but I do have my scalpel. So I'm just going to cut off a chunk. This to one side, and now I'm just going to cut this into 3 roughly. Simple as that. Make sure I get all the clay off the knife. And all you have to do, make it soft, squish them into balls. See? The reason you squish it is to condition the clay, that way it don't bake properly and set and cure in the oven. Yes, this does go in the oven. It's not a UV reactive. And these will be toffee apples, which isn't really a Halloween thing here in the UK. It's more of a bonfire night, which is on the 5th of November. Remember the 5th of November. Gunpowder treason plot. I'm just going to put these to one side. Just to let them melt away a bit. And I'm just going to give this a really good squish for the next couple of minutes. Okay, so I'm going to squish this and the other two pieces up, and I will be back once that's done to show you how I shape them. So I've conditioned these 3 balls. Now I'm just going to take one and do the simplest thing you can do. Make a ball with the clay. Or at least attempt to make a ball with the clay. Okay, so it's almost, so it's kind of almost the shape I want. I'm just gonna gently pinch the bottom to give it a bit more of a attempt to make an appley kind of shape. Just gonna use this to put that little hole in the bottom that you get, and little divots in the bottom that you get. I know, it's kind of a chunky apple, but you know what? Chunky's better. And now I'm just gonna skewer it. Give it a bit more of a squish in the bottom. I know, it's not perfect, but what is? And there we go. I'll try and get the toothpick in a bit more central than the next one. But first apple, so I'm just going to pop that over here. Yeah, I'll definitely try and get that a bit more centered with the next one. Steve. I promise to try and do better. And just repeat. For the other two, it is as simple as that. So again, I'm going to take my toothpick first, and I'm going to stick that in my apple. That gives me a bit of a flat bottom to work with. Gives it. That one's actually come out a lot better. See, practice makes perfect. So now I'm just going to do the little indent on the bottom, and gently use the skewer to make those little marks. And there we have it. Apple number 2. And that one stands up. Say. Practice, practice, practice. Okay, and let's just repeat what we did for the second one. So I'm going to take my skewer, just push it in. That one's a bit flatter than I would have liked, but we'll just work with what we've got. Yeah, a bit of a twirl with my fingers. Say, look at that. Right, I'm going to take this one this time. And there we go. We have our 3 apples all ready to go in the oven. And word of warning, if you're going to do this and you're going to do the pie as well, do the pie first, because I'm not sure if the camera will be able to see, but the green has come off on my hands. So I'm going to go wash my hands and then we will make the pie. Be right back. Moving on, we are using Be More Professional in Champagne 02. And oh, look at that. I don't even have to cut a piece off this time. We already have this piece. Now, this is the professional. I do prefer using the soft if I can, or the effects. This is what I just picked up first. And this is going to take a while to condition. As you can see, it is very soft. I will be back when I've done that. And yes, my hands are now clean, no green. It's taken half now, but this is as soft as I am going to get it. And now I'm going to try and roll it as thin as I can. I've used some cornstarch just to stop this sticking. Hopefully, it doesn't always work, but I'll try and get this as nice as flat as I can get it. So I've got this nice and thin. You know, I'm actually just going to put it straight in here. I'm going to use this as like a little tin, a little baking tin. I'm just going to pop this straight in here, like you would. Actually, not best put some cornstarch in here just to stop it sticking. Then I can actually use it either in the tin or I can take it out and put it on a plate. Just gonna knock out the excess. And this, by the way, is from Wilton. I actually got from Cake Shop, and I've just realised I actually need to texture this before it goes in there. So for my pastry and bread textures, I use these. They're just wire brushes that you can get. I think I paid £1 for these a while back, and I'm just going to use the black one first. And if you just tap it all over, it gives this nice texture. So start with that one. Then I'm going to do this little gold one. And can do the same on the back. And I'm going to work backwards this time. I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up, but there is some nice texture on there. I promise to get close-up shots later. So, back to putting it in here. Just gonna kind of fold it up a little and just gently push it in. I've tore it. Not what I wanted to do. I'm just lifting it ever so slightly as I go around, pushing it down, and I've ripped it again. You know what? I don't care anymore. I'm getting that stage where I'm done. And I've torn it way too much. You know why? Because I rolled it too bleeding thin. So let's just mash it back together. Put the rolling pin. Round two. Okay. Okay, now we're in. I'm just going to use the cutter to get over the top and cut it slightly. And of course it's ripped again, but you know what? I don't care anymore. I just want to get this done now. Take my toothpick And I'm just gonna kind of mark it around the edge. Kind of blend the damage in. I can hide that, you'll not see it. No one's ever gonna see it. I will come and trim up the outside when I'm done. I'm just going to tip it up. Okay, now. Trim up the outside slightly. Hey, now it looks like one of my pies. Not exactly perfect, but hey, what is? Nothing in life is perfect, so pretty sure I'm never getting this out of here again, but we have one pie ready to go in the oven. Now I'm just going to smush this up, and I'm actually going to make some little leaves because I knew I'd get so much out. So I've got this mould, it's got little maple leaves on. I'm going to use the tiny ones down here. I'm just going to smush this back up again. This is why I hate working with a female professional, and I prefer the soft. It is so... Ugh! Half an hour it took me to get it soft enough to work with, and now look. So it is eventually all back together. And as you can tell, it is a really hard one to work with. I'll use... My next video when I work with clay will be one of my little houses, and I'm definitely not using professional for that because it needs a fair amount. I'm definitely going to be using my pasta roller, clear roller that I can turn instead of doing it by hand. And I will not be using the professional. It will be one of the others. Now I'm just going to take a tiny bit. I'm just going to attempt to get it in the mold. And then I'm going to take this, squished it in, just going to hold the mold clay down ever so slightly. Oh, I'm just going to trim off the top bit, and then underneath we have tiny maple leaf. Before I continue with this, I'm going to take my brushes and a little powders to out any excess, and I'm just gonna give it a bit of colour. Just gonna put a little bit of orange in the bottom, so yeah, the resin's got some depth to it. And I will definitely clean my mat properly. Not how you should clean your brushes, but just gonna get some yellow. I'm just gonna dust this all over. Promise it will look like good pastry when it's done. Get some yellows to highlight pastry a bit. Try not to break the bits. I'll take this one. Just gonna get a little bit of brown and just go around the edge, or at least try to go around the edge. I promise I'm better at this than I'm making it look. You'll see when I do make gingerbread houses, I promise. I am actually better at this than it's looking right now. Yeah. Oh. Quick blow. There. See? I told you it would look better with some colour. Granted, the pastry isn't perfect, but you get the picture. So, back to making our little leaves for decorations, which will go on once it's baked and cooled, and I've filled the middle with resin. Right, I'm just going to grab a piece of cardstock just to put these leaves on. And if it comes out in one piece, yeah, just do it. Oh, we have one itty bitty tiny leaf, and I'm going to make a bunch more. I'm going to make at least 6 or 7 of these. So I will be back once I have made all 7 and I've dusted them with the eyeshadows, so you can see what they look like before they go in the oven. Our little leaves are all covered. Our little pie is ready to go. And I've taken my apples and I've just dusted the bottom slightly and the tops to give them a bit of colour change. Now all of this is going in the oven. We'll see you later. The apples are done, the pie is done, and the little leaves are done. And I'm going to crack this open. 1 for the pie, 3 for the apples. Because we're going to do. So we'll start with the pie. So let's just put these out of the way for a minute.
Pie.
We're going to make some filling for our pie.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put.
This is so fun, but so bright. Are those little tiny skulls? No,
Yes, they are.
pumpkin. Oh,
They look like some of that in there.
The orange are.
And then
The orange ones are pumpkins. There are pumpkins. I feel like this is almost done.
Take some of this.
It's taken forever.
Probably a bit too much, but never mind.
Sparkles. Let's just put it away.
You can keep shaking them. And then
I'm gonna shake this one.
let's give this a bit of
Why
a
is this
stir.
one so quiet?
And that is a lovely orange colour. Now, like before, I'm going to take a little bit of the eyeshadow just to make some brown specks in our pumpkin pie. And now hopefully I've made enough to go in here. So let's find out if I've mixed up enough. Ooh, yummy. Look at our pumpkin pie.
Kind of looks tasty.
Looks
So good. Looks like pumpkin juice.
Work it under our lump. Okay, if I pick that up.
It's a very nice,
Now
delicious.
I'm gonna use some of this leftover bits, and I'm gonna stick this.
Never mind, I don't want to sniff it. Why does it smell like that?
That's gonna go right in the middle.
Wait, the smell looks kind of familiar. I remember this smell.
And I'm gonna try and put these little ones on the edge. Now let's get it under
And now, time for
the lump for a good long cure.
That's the
Now
max.
we have
Ooh, looks pretty.
1 pumpkin pie.
Looks so tasty.
So that's 1 of our Halloween done. That's 2 actually. I forgot we did our drink. Now
Drink is so pretty.
We're going to move on to the apples, and Mum will do the apples. Let's put that under there so I can get it clean. Let's start with plain toffee apple.
With the
Doesn't need
black.
a lot. And we're going to put just
black.
espresso
Espresso.
brown.
Espresso
Alcohol.
brown. Ah. Oh no. Really?
That was quick.
That was a bad start. We just need to spread it.
Just needed the tiniest bit to make it brown.
Brown.
Like a
Why
toffee apple.
brown? And now we mix it.
So it looks like a toffee apple.
Mix, 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 mix.
Looks like a nice toffee apple colour.
Maybe
Quickly.
this one.
That one.
Yeah, it's fat. It's very fat.
Let's
Very fat.
decorate this one.
That last one looks like it just was made. I feel like it's just made. Or just
Let's
found.
see if I can get it in the bottom.
You're dipping it.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip it. Look. And
That's
then,
in the real.
and then if I scoot it up a little bit.
The realest one is awesome. See, it looks so good.
And
Looks like it's
dip.
from packaging.
Oh, look at that. There we go. Look. Gooey gooey.
Gooey gooey. Is that what Froggy made? But not with that.
And now we need something to put on. Actually, let's put on top of here.
So
And then
pretty.
we get
That orange
thin.
is so pretty. It's glowing and it's glistening in the sun.
Right, and then put that
It's glistening in the moon.
on top. Set it to go. While we wait for that one to go, we'll make chocolate.
Chocolate.
So that's our good one.
Are the good
And this is
one.
the other one. So this one we're going to make chocolate, and this one's going to need to be darker brown.
These little cook things are in my way. I think I need to move them.
Oh, right there. That's so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move them so I can see.
Let's have just a tiny bit. Let's get a little bit of this. Oh, I'm definitely glad I added the black eyeshadow. It's giving me a lovely chocolatey colour. Let's do our next apple. It's going to get a nice chocolatey colour. Oh, pop you there. What do you think?
What?
Is it a little like chocolate?
Yeah, looks so good. Cool.
Don't put your head in.
I won't. It's not in
There we
into
go.
the video.
A little like chocolate?
There is no review. Wow.
Is it a little like chocolate? There. Let's switch out our caramel.
Go.
Oh,
Chocolate.
stands up, stay up, stay up.
Please stay up. Please.
Stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up.
Do not fall.
Alright, let's have a look at our caramel.
someone to make
Ooh.
The caramel looks delicious.
I think we might be able to get another layer on.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot left in here, but
I don't care.
we'll
We're
try.
in it. Good they can't see the Pringles can. Because it's
Whoa, there we
really-
go. Layer number 2.
What are we gonna paint the Pringles can with?
Paints. I've got some sticky back vinyl we're going to put on it.
Tomato sauce. There's Christmas stuff below me.
Oh, yes.
There's wrapping. It's wrapping for Christmas. Because it's a surprise.
That looks more like...
That looks so good.
Hmm?
It's good and perfect for dolls.
Hmm?
Good apples, great apples.
Try and get more chocolate on that chocolatey one. Get a nice thick second layer on there. Right, last one.
Last.
And we're gonna do.
Last but not least.
Yeah, and we're gonna do a red one.
A red one. What flavor is supposed to be that? Cherry or strawberry?
Whatever you want it to be.
I want it to be strawberry. I love strawberries.
Okay.
What else would I? I hate cherries. I
there.
don't have one. Ah, strawberry flavor. Perfecto.
Can't remember if this is the
Ooh,
transparent one or not. Guess we're gonna find out, aren't we?
why transparent?
So you can see the apple through it.
Mm. Oh no, that
So
really is a pain in the butt.
Whew, that is a bright red.
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna add just another drop. That looks so good. Oh, last apple.
Our last apple shall be strawberry. Who doesn't love a strawberry apple? Strawberry apple. Strawberry apple.
A really good coat on it. Let's get this.
There's not enough room. All three apples.
So we've got our chocolate one.
And then our caramel one. And then our strawberry one.
Which I'm going to do a second coat on.
We always do a second coat.
Here you got chocolate one. Or should we just leave it as it is?
We should add the pumpkins. The pumpkins look cute.
Should we just add one? How many pumpkins?
I don't know, like until it feels like let's start some of the chocolate bits, like make it a bit farther than from each other.
Where's the toothpick one? There it is.
There it is.
There's the toothpick.
Hello, we need you.
Use this and put it here.
Is that where we're putting our pumpkin?
Hey.
It's so big. Why is it massive? Okay, just the one. Why is the one? Just the one because it's massive. I want you to. You're not gonna add a back one?
I'm doing them one at a time.
Okay.
I want to make sure they're stuck on.
Yep. We all need it stuck on.
I know what we can do.
What is it?
Instead of putting pumpkins all the way around, we'll put one of each on.
Ooh, what
On the
each?
3 points.
Daddy,
He
please.
doesn't want to stay straight. He's on just about. And then I'll put the other one.
Now the white skull.
I'll put the white one here.
Since it's a pumpkin thingy drink, we must add a pumpkin on it.
Let's use. We'll just use this one again.
Yeah, that. I
I mean the best side. That's